Hey guys, this is Eli from Northwest Cubing, and today I'm going to go over 5x5 tips and tricks. Okay, so the first tip, it isn't really a tip, but it's to get a good 5x5. So this 5x5 right here is a Moyu Alcrong, and there is the Huachuang, it's just I don't really like the feel of that. It depends how fast you are. If you're like sub 3, I would consider a Moyu Cube, but if you're like above 4 minutes or something like that, you're fine with like a Shengshao or something like that. Just don't get a cube like an Edison, because first of all, they're like as big as a 7x7, and they just don't turn great at all, so yeah. Okay, so that semi-tip is, it's not really a tip, it's just something that you have to do, which is fine. So 5x5 comes down to two things, or two major things, which is efficient solving and turning fast. So I'm going to go over efficiency in solving, because turning fast is a little bit more straightforward. So basically when you're doing 5x5, you want to make your centers and edges, or whatever you're doing, as efficient as possible, and don't do any extra moves, because any extra moves on 5x5 will make you a lot slower and stuff like that. So let's get into some cases. Okay, so the first tip that I'm going to go over is being color neutral on your centers. So in this case, white and yellow aren't as good as for say green or blue or red. So what you could do for green is just go like that, and you have your 3x2 right here. But for yellow, you would have to make one that's like that and then put it in. So being color neutral really helps a lot, and it's easier on odd cubes than even cubes, like for 5x5 and 7x7. So yeah, being color neutral on centers improves your times a lot, because you're not as restricted, and that's one way to be more efficient. Okay, so the second thing I'm going to cover on efficiency is building 3x2s really fast. So this is just a simple case that you can do, where you have this, it's called T case, because you have this T right here, and then you have this extra edge up here, and what you do, you just bring this edge down to form this 1x3 bar in the middle, and then you put that face over, and then bring this one up, and that's really easy. Also, another one is where you have, like, from the center, you have this, like, diagonal corner, and then you have this edge up here, and you just insert it like that using double layers, and then you moves like that. You kind of just have to play around with it and see what's best for you, because there's a lot of different ways to do it. You can either do it like inserting 1x2s like that, or you can do it like bars, bars, bars. I mostly do it by this, like 1, 2, 3, and then this bar. So you just kind of have to practice and see what's fastest for you and stuff like that. So yeah. So this is a tip for last two centers. It's kind of building the 3x2s, but it's doing them a more efficient way. So say you just did like this center like that or something. You look up here, and immediately I see that I have a case that's actually really easy, because there's a bar right here and a bar right here. So I can just go like that. So basically what you want to do, you want to build your 3x2 as soon as you get done with like this center or something, because the last case is like really easy like that or something like that. So like the last bar is gonna be like 5 seconds at most. So yeah, I'll go over like 2 more cases with last 2 centers, so you just get the idea, and then you just have to practice. You basically have to practice with most of these tips, or all of them. Okay, so in this next case, I see that I have a 1x3 bar right here, but there's nothing around the center. There's a bar up here. So this is kind of a harder case. What I'd probably do is rotate this one down so the bar's like this, and then just make a 1x2, and then put this one up like that, make another 1x2. That was like really inefficient, but if you can do it fast and you like done it a ton of times before, then that's fine. Okay, so this is a case where you can do a little trick. You might think to just put, or like place this one in, or bring this one out and then rotate this one. But actually what you could do, you can put this one on the bottom, and then you can grab these 3 layers and just insert like that. And that's really fast, and then you just have your extra bar. So yeah, I'm gonna go over something. So if you have a case like this, first of all, never do a commutator because that's stupid. But also, if you do something like this, where you like put that piece right here and then do M prime U2M and then insert it, that's fine. But again, you don't want to waste even like one move. So what you could do, put this one like across from that one and just not realign your centers until you're done. So just put this one up and then turn it like this and do M prime U2M and then put a U so this one will be aligned, and then you can just realign all your centers, and that is it's not like a lot faster, but it still saves a few moves. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna go over some last 4 centers cases. So once I finish first 8 edges, I'm gonna look around the cube for anything that I find easy. So I see this 1x2. This case is actually really easy. I'll probably do this one first because it won't mess up this one. So what I do is, since there's headlights right here, and these and the green is both on top, I just go M prime U2 M, and that pairs it up. And that's because when you go M prime and then U2, it doesn't affect anything in the centers, and then you just go realign your centers. So that's an easy trick to have, instead of like pushing this one away, doing the flipping out, bringing it back, and then pushing this one away, because it's only 3 moves like that. And then I probably solve this one like this, and then I just have the last 2. And for this last 2 centers case, you can just go, you can slice over in the middle one and then do the flipping out and then slice back. So once again, slice over, flipping out, slice back. Okay, so for this case, as I'm looking around the cube, I don't really see anything, maybe that, but that's about it. So if you don't have anything to deal with, again, I probably could do this, but we're just going to ignore that for this example. So if you don't have like any pairs at all, what you can do is you can do the same center thing where you have 2 right here and 1 right here. You just go M prime U2M, and that'll probably give you a pair. Here's one right here, again that one, and then you can just start pairing. So bring this one over, flipping out, bring it back, and you want to try and do as least flipping ogs as possible. So in this one, there's no other way to do another flipping og. So what I mean by doing as least flipping ogs as possible is when you slice over, you want to try and do more than 1 flipping og, instead of like slicing over, doing flipping og, slicing over again, doing flipping og. But in this case we can't, so I'm just going to solve these 2 next by going like that, and then we just have the last 2, and this is parity. And learn all or most of your last 2 centers cases. I'm just going to go over a few. So this case, it's really easy, where you have 1x2 right here, 1x2 right here, except this one needs to swap with this one, so you just slice over to form this 1x2, and then flipping on and slice back. And then there's parity, of course. There's the one I already showed you. I think that's all I know. There is, oh yeah, there's 4x4 parity. I think there's, okay, so here's the last, or the one that not that many people know. It's where you have, so these 2 are right here, this one, so it's where you do M prime U2M, except you need another edge that isn't solved right here to do that. And then this one's the same thing, except this one's flipped and it's not yellow on top like these 2 are. So what you do, you hold it like this, to where these ones, if you went like, if you did an M, then these would be paired up, and then so these 2 are in the back and this one's in front. And then you do this parity og, that instead of swapping them one way, it swaps them a different way. Here's it on 6x6. So what it does is it does corner parity also, instead of just, so one 4x4 alg swaps these edges with each other, these corners with each other, and this edge. So what's that? It's basically doing an F perm with an edge swap, or with an edge flip, but this one doesn't have these two edges swapped, so this is corner parity. So basically swapping these two corners, and then it's rotating this edge. So that's what this is here. You can just find this on the YouTube somewhere, or the internet. It's just another 4x4 parity, like that, and then it solves the edges. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to talk about that I mentioned before is turning fast. So some people, they don't turn fast, and they say, oh, to get faster I need to slow down and look ahead more. For 3x3, 2x2, that's true, maybe 4x4, but with 5x5 it's a big cube and you're going to pause anyway. So why are you slowing down and pausing when you can be turning fast and pausing? Maybe when you're sub 2 you need to look ahead a little bit more, but if you're trying to get like sub 4, sub 3, sub 230, around there, you should just be turning fast. So try an average of 5 or something. Just turn as fast as you can on edges and centers and see how that goes for you. If you're around 4 minutes, your times are like almost guaranteed to improve. So try that, and it's actually something that really worked for me when I was around like 230 or something, so yeah. Okay, so just to wrap up this video, I'm just gonna say what I've been saying. So all you really need to do is practice and figure out certain cases that you can do really fast, and like kind of make up your own cases that you can come up with them and stuff like that. The M2 or M prime U2M thing, that's really helpful. Learning certain center cases like the T case, the edge right here, turning fast. So basically it's just efficiency and turning fast. Those are like the biggest things on big cubes, and you're probably going to hear me say them for 6x6 and 7x7 too. So leave a comment to let me know if you thought this video was helpful at all, and also if you want like an average of 5 with 5x5 or something. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe this video and comment down below to let me know what you think. So yeah, thanks and bye.